Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? All right, everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning a Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in a Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into fucking nightmares. You guys with me on that?
Mosh pit.
You gotta end somebody's dream. You gotta take their job. You gotta take their heart. Are you guys clear about this NFL shit now? We're not trying to go to the Peach Bowl. We're not trying to go to the Gator Bowl or the Bluebonnet Bowl. We're trying to go to the Super Bowl.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Just win, baby. I love it. You know, I sit in my office and I just shake. I get so excited.
Raider Nation was cracking. We're going to go over the last few days of news. First up, my prediction comes true. Mark Davis dubs Allegiant Stadium as the Death Star. I love it, baby. Bleacher Report makes a good point. They say Mark Davis has either never seen a Star Wars movie or has offered a bleak outlook for the franchise's future as it prepares to play in a new home. If you know Star Wars, the Death Star gets destroyed by the rebels. So, you know, that's that. I don't really care. I think it's a badass name. And the Death Star harnessed so much power, so much energy. And we can just, you know, leave that part out of Star Wars history. You know, we can forget about that part and just focus on the, you know, the dark energy and the dark forces that the Death Star held. And I love this, man. Davis says, "Greetings, welcome to the Death Star, where our opponents' dreams come to die. My father always said that the greatness of the Raiders is in the future. Well, today, that future really starts. This magnificent stadium was built on the backs of thousands of players, coaches, administrators, and fans, who for the last 60 years have proudly worn the silver and black. This is our field of dreams. This is our house. This stadium's personality will be defined by you. So take pride every time you step on this field wearing these famed black jerseys and silver helmets. You are the Raiders." And if we're talking Raiders history and the people that built it, we got to talk Tom Flores. Tom Flores once again earns himself a bid as a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Let's hope he gets in this time. We really don't want to see him waiting around. It's a shame that he hasn't been in yet. And, you know, the clock's ticking. He's only getting older. So let's all cross our fingers and hope that this is the year that he finally gets what he deserves. The article says, to be elected into the Hall of Fame, Flores must receive the same 80% voting support by the entire 48-member selection committee on Selection Saturday, which is February 6, 2021. But it also says that Flores will be voted on for election independent of the other finalists, so it looks like he's not really competing to become a finalist, more as he just needs to get, you know, a proper amount of votes. And I'm honestly not too sure what that means, so maybe you guys can help me out in the comments, but it seems like good news. Flores deserves his own video, and he's going to get it. Here are some of his career highlights. I'll leave this up. You guys can pause to read them if you'd like, but I'm not going to go over them right now because, like I said, he's going to get his own video, and he's much deserving of that. So we'll leave that for a Tom Flores special when he does get into the Hall of Fame, hopefully next year. Next article says John Gruden and Mike Mayock's Raiders are finally ready to shine. Let's talk about some of the new guys on offense. We all know what happened last year, man, with, you know, Antonio Clown and all the drama, and this offense was designed to run like pretty much around him 100% of the time. So Ruggs is going to be the guy to pick up where AB left off. And, you know, I've had this conversation with some of you guys in the comments, and, you know, people are doubting Ruggs. They're saying, you know, he's not really going to be the guy we need him to be. And, you know, Bryan Edwards is going to be the guy that shines this year. You know, while I'm not knocking Edwards at all, Ruggs is going to be the centerpiece of this offense. He's going to be on the field almost 100% of the time. And while he might not lead the team in touchdowns, he's going to be running point. There will be a ton of plays schemed for him. He's going to be in motion a lot. He's going to be, you know, clearing out on some plays, opening up the field for other guys like Edwards, like Waller, like Renfro. Look for this guy to be the man. I'm telling you, he's not going to leave the field. He's a special player. He's a smart player. And he's got all the tools that we need. And we're going to use him and we're going to abuse him, man. And with Ruggs on the field, man, these other guys are going to thrive. And like I said, no knock on Bryan Edwards. I think he's a great player. A lot of people had him as a first-round tender if he didn't get hurt and he was able to participate in the combine. And I'm one of those guys. I think he is a first-round talent. You see it highlighted here, man. He's getting comparisons to Terrell Owens, Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin. He's going to win on those slant routes like I talked about in his breakdown. He's going to be open, and I honestly think he has a chance to lead the team in touchdown receptions this year, too. I can just picture him having that Derek Carr, Michael Crabtree-like connection in the end zone and really succeeding here for us this year. I think he's going to see a lot of single coverage because of guys like Henry Ruggs and Darren Waller who, are proven field stretcher kind of guys who, can go out there and bust some plays open. And, you can't really double team Edwards because you got to look out for Waller. You got to look out for Ruggs. So I do think that Bryan Edwards is going to succeed. We'll see how much playing time he gets. I think we might see more 4 receiver sets where you have Ruggs, Renfro, Tyrell Williams, and Bryan Edwards all on the field at the same time. You got Darren Waller at the tight end spot, and that might open things up for Josh Jacobs too in the passing game. There's so many options now, so many weapons that I think we can afford to go 4 wide a lot more often than we did, because it seemed like we had to work with what we had last year and really work on just pounding the football, 3 tight end sets, winning on schemes rather than just pure speed or force. And I think this year we can go out there and we can outrun people. We can throw some athletes on the field and make some plays. So this is exciting, man. All right, let's move on and let's talk some Rod Marinelli. I was one of the people that was very, very sad to see Buckner go, but also very excited to see Marinelli come in. He's an old school coach, Hall of Fame type caliber guy, and he's going to bring a lot of knowledge to the squad, to the young guys that we have. And so far it looks like they're gelling. They're gelling well. Crosby spoke on Marinelli's coaching style. He said he loves it and he thinks it's going to help everyone on the D-line. The number one thing is effort. He wants people to sprint all over the field, hustle, treat every practice as if it's game speed. And, that's how I always was taught to play on defense and, when I played ball in high school. And, it does help. You don't want lazy practices. You don't want low energy practices. You want guys flying all over the field, using that as a type of conditioning as well. It's hot out there in Vegas. These guys are sweating their ass off. And if they're working their ass off too, every single play hustling to the ball, it's only going to make us better and better, man. And Marinelli's an old school coach, and he's bringing it, and so far Crosby's loving it. So this defense got a lot to be excited about. One of the other things to be excited about, Javen White. He's impressing in practice. He's an Oakland native, and he went to UNLV, so, what better of a guy to root for than Javen White? Kind of represents the Raiders organization a bit. And I love me some Eric Harris, and Eric Harris had some great things to say about him. He didn't really know him off the bat, but from right away in the weight room, Javen White was speaking up. He was loud. Says it was a good loud. He's encouraging people to be the best they can be. He says he's working out hard and he's coming to all the little get-togethers, all the workouts, all the extra stuff. Really just putting in all the work that you want to see a rookie put in. And Harris was an undrafted free agent too, so he knows the struggle. And he says that Javen's willing to learn. He's a hard worker and he has a lot of energy, and he's excited for him, and so am I. And I think that Raider Nation should be as well, especially since reports out of camp say Tanner Muse is struggling to adjust. I kind of called that, and I think it's pretty obvious. Muse has a lot to learn and a lot to adjust to. And I know we let go of Markel Lee, so people were saying, oh, Muse might be the guy to step up. But personally, if it's not Morrow that gets the starting job, I think it's going to be Javen White. And I would love to see Javen White beat out Morrow, because our linebackers would be super freaky athletic. And that's something that the Raiders haven't had in a long time, is real athletic playmaking linebackers. And I am so excited for that, man. And Harris and White have formed a little bit of a bond, man. Javen refers to Eric as Big Bro, and Big Bro gave him a little bit of advice. He said, work and try to be as versatile as you can, and your job is never secure. go out there, ball out every single day, but nothing's secure in this NFL, and you got to work hard to get it. So the Raiders might have dodged a little bit of a bullet here, guys. We let Josh Morrow go, signed with the Jags, and he pops for PED, 5-game suspension. Not much to say here. I just thought it was, kind of interesting, and definitely dodged a bullet with this one. The Raiders are bringing in ex-XFL player Cardale Jones, quarterback, to work out. He wasn't really, a star in the league or anything. He completed just 53.9% of his passes for 674 yards and 4 touchdowns and 7 interceptions before being replaced as the starter by Tyree Jackson. So, I don't know, man. I think this is just a little camp play to push Peterman either to be better or push him out the door. I could care less, honestly. I don't see, Cardale being a figurehead in this organization. I don't know what he's like in the quarterback room. I know Peterman is liked a lot by Gruden, and there's got to be reasons for that. He at least brings something to the quarterback room, I think. So I honestly don't think he'll beat out Peterman for the third quarterback job. What do you guys think? Are Peterman's the GOAT, right? Preseason GOAT Peterman. So I don't see him going anywhere. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you excited to possibly have Cardale on the squad instead of Peterman, or do you think this is just kind of a wash? Now, I'm not big on rumors on this channel. I like to report the real news. I'm not into that clickbaiting crap that I won't mention the name, but you guys know who. But this is in the news cycle, and it is interesting, so we're going to talk about it. Yannick Ngakoue, looks like we're still in the hunt. Last I heard, the Jags wanted about a 2, maybe a little bit more, second-round pick, maybe a little bit more than that. And it's a good deal in my eyes. Dude's a great player, only 25 years old with a Pro Bowl nod under his belt. The big issue with this is Raiders right now have about $4 million in cap space, so he's coming up on a deal soon, and he's going to land at least $20 million a year. Raiders would have to do some serious rearranging, but it would be a huge piece on this D-line. Honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think we have enough money unless we do some serious reworking of contracts and all the complicated crap that goes into, the money side of football. But the thing that, keeps me intrigued is we were in the fight for Clowney. We offered him a deal, and it seems like we want to, bolster this D-line with a little bit more firepower. I just don't see where the money's going to come from. So, that's not my job. That's why we hired, Mike Mayock. That's why we got GM ownership. That's their job, man. My job is to report the news and entertain you guys, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to pretend to know what's going on in the front office. Would I like to have them? Yes. Do I think we can afford it? No. Are we still in the hunt for a D-end? Yes. So I have no idea, guys. Let's talk about it. You want Ngakoue? You think we can afford him? What do you think we'd do to have him? Or what do you think we'd have to do to have him? Let's talk about it in the comments. But, for now, that's it for the news. As always, much love. Peace out, Raider Nation. Till next time.